Hello, everyone. This is Mr. Informal back with another podcast. It's been, I think I took a day off I took a week off on the podcast, but we are back on the 18th edition of the Mr. Informal podcast. Again, it is the 18th edition. I just want to say, hopefully, you all had a great weekend, and we got a lot of to talk about. Topic number one is Stefan Larsson stepping down as the CEO of Ralph Lauren. Oh, just dropped my notes right there. And then number two, we have brands and department stores hiring influencers. I don't even know what that means, but I'll give you my take on that. And then Rag & Bone, ever since the two co-CEO has split apart, suddenly there is only one, the lone wolf of Rag & Bone. And then the last topic is smartphones. It is the beginning of 2017. A new technology is coming in. They are about to come out this year, especially this quarter. There's going to be new smartphones coming out. So I'll give you my take on that. So let's get on to the topic at hand. So, Stefan Larsson, the CEO of Ralph Lauren, is stepping down and will leave as of May 1, effective on May 1. And it also, Ralph Lauren stock shares fell off more than 11% per Business of Fashion, one of my favorite fashion websites for business and in terms of getting insights in the fashion industry. So first and foremost, Ralph Lauren the Ralph Lauren, the person, never really left the company. Ralph Lauren, I think he served as a creative director or maybe one of the shareholders, one of those, or one of the board members, something like that. So he never really left Ralph Lauren. And so Stefan Larsson is coming from H&M and Old Navy, the mass market industry or fast fashion industry. So I'm not really entirely sure if it was the right fit for Ralph Lauren, because Ralph Lauren is not as fast fashion. It used to be, but not anymore. I think they're going for a different market and demographics now. So they hired Stefan Larsson as a CEO. And so I guess from what I read, Stefan Larsson and Ralph Lauren himself had different views of how the company was being run or the outlook of the company in the future. Because Ralph Lauren was thinking they wanted to attract younger consumers, millennials, and younger generations, so they could have their company rise or expand and have growth. But as of right now, ever since the announcement, Ralph Lauren is now going to move forward without the leadership of Stefan Larsson ever since he was appointed on November 2015. Think about that. He's only been in the company for more than 1 year. That's crazy. And not only that, why if to me Ralph Lauren back in the 80s and early 90s, to me Ralph Lauren was at its best when Ralph Lauren was younger. He had his vision and his future. But as of right now, I'm not really sure how to say Ralph Lauren, because I don't see them being viable, being relevant anymore, other than the heritage and the Americana. When people think of Americana or American fashion, people would think right away it would be Ralph Lauren. From its polo, from its jeans, from its shirts, the RL. Ralph Lauren has different different subsidiaries and also division from the purple label, black label, from the denim supply, from the RL, you have the RRL, different types. So what do I think of Stefan Larsson exiting as the CEO of Ralph Lauren? For him, to me, it's a good move because I don't see any future in Ralph Lauren for him, possibly for his career, for his pride. I don't see it. To me, he would be better off going to Uniqlo. But then again, Uniqlo is doing so well. He may move to Forever 21, but then again, I don't see him going to Forever 21. So where would Stefan Larsson go? Well, actually, why don't he just start his own business? I mean, he has a vision, he has the skills, he has his talent. But actually, I just thought of something. He might go to Zara. I mean, Zara is not doing so bad. I mean, Zara is growing, but you never know. Zara might be a good viable option for him. So going back to the topic, it's good that he decided right away, and it seems like there was tension between him and Ralph Lauren, because to me Ralph Lauren just needs to retire. Stop doing your business. If you want to hire somebody that reminds you of yourself, or hire someone that actually fits and that actually knows your core business, your core company, and its goals and its heritage and its main core business. Because Ralph Lauren right now, I don't see anybody talking about Ralph Lauren. I haven't even bought a Ralph Lauren in a long time. I do like their bags though, but in terms of their fashion, they haven't changed. I mean, actually, you know what? I like their RRL line, RRL jeans. I like their denim and supply business. I like their purple label. The purple label is really nice, even though I cannot afford it. But I mean, it's good to see Stefan Larsson realize, you know what, I can't do this. Me and Ralph Lauren can't share the same goals. I'm just gonna step down. You know what? Good for him, and hopefully Ralph Lauren has a brighter and better future, and they hire someone that actually know their business. And so that's what I think of the CEO stepping down of Ralph Lauren. So going on to fashion brands, whatever you want to call these companies, hiring influencers. Influencers are basically, I really don't know what it means, but to me it seems like a celebrity, an internet celebrity, or a person or a role model that can influence fans or the market. It could be certain items, it could be bags, can influence a demographic to follow a certain brand or a certain item or a certain company. That to me is an influencer. But in essence, it's basically like a celebrity endorser. I don't even know why they call it influencers. So I don't really understand what these brands are hiring these influencers from. Now, don't get me wrong, these influencers are hustles. They're a hustler, I respect that. If that's how you want to make your money, I certainly respect that. Gotta respect your hustle. Make that money, not even mad. So I really don't understand why these brands need these influencers. These brands act like they don't even know how to market. Do these brands even have a marketing team? Do these brands even know how to reach out, how to use social media, how to make a commercial, how to hire a marketing firm? I really don't understand why you need these people. Maybe these influencers are cheaper than marketing firms or commercials. Maybe. You never know. But when you hire an influencer, you have to hire the right one. Obviously, just like hiring the right employee or the right CEO. But these influencers do have fans. Could be 500,000, could be 1 million. YouTubers also can be called influencers because they give their take and their fans their cult following. Same with Rick Owens can be considered as an influencer because he has a cult following. Whatever he does, somehow his fans will buy it. And I do think Rick Owens is a great fashion designer. But what's the appeal of these influencers? Can anybody explain this to me? What is their appeal? Could it be the way they dress themselves, the way they talk, the way they present themselves, or could it be that whenever they present something, it a lot of their fans listen? And I think that's what a lot of brands look for, is that these influencers do have fans, do have a following, that they will listen to their favorite artist, their favorite role model, and they will buy it no matter what, because their role model backs these particular brand. So a lot of models can be influencers too, but in the end, I do think that before you hire influencers, these fashion brands need to look at their market. What's wrong with their market? Could it be their design? Could it be their marketing? Could it be the whole company ethics, or socio-economic levels that they look upon? So that's what I think these brands should do before they even hire these influencers, because these influencers may come and go. You never know, because it's not guaranteed that they may stay or they may do something else. But the fact is that if you're gonna hire these influencers do expect a certain level of requirement that your company must have. It could be ethos, could be a discipline, it could be a certain something that they need so they can reach out to their fans. And so the market will follow these influencers whatever they do. But again, these brands also need to buy these influencers. If you're gonna hire them, then you better back them up. Don't suddenly change your mind if they do something wrong. So that's my take of these brands hiring these influencers. It's gonna be the new it word. It's gonna be the new buzzwords, such as innovating, such as swagger. Could be moxie. These are the new. This is the new buzzword coming up, and you heard it first from me. Is the new buzzword. So apparently, Marcus Wainwright is the lone CEO of Rag & Bone. What happened to Rag & Bone NYC? Since the mid 2000s or the mid millennium, Rag & Bone was on top, or one of the top brands in the fashion industry. He also had a partner that was co-CEO of the company. But now he is the lone wolf trying to bring Rag & Bone back to its feet, and I'm not entirely sure what his future plans will be for Rag & Bone, or what their future design. I recently went to Nordstrom and saw Rag & Bone. Rag & Bone seems like the NYC rock star, or the biker feel to it, with a little bit of street casual with their style. But I saw Rag & Bone as more of a street, sophisticated style. That's how I saw it. And they're not cheap. They're expensive, that's for sure. But what will Marcus Wainwright do with this brand? Because as of right now, I don't see anything that is shattering about his brand. And so Rag & Bone is lost as of right now. I'm not really entirely sure what's gonna happen to him, because the company lost co-CEO David Neville. Not only that, as of effective right now, Marcus Wainwright is not interested in presenting his collection in runway shows. All he did was he recently curated this art gallery recently. So as of right now, there's really not much to do in Rag & Bone. And I think Marcus Wainwright is trying to find some kind of design, some kind of presentation, some kind of vision and goals for the company, because he's lost right now. For a company to say, oh, you know what, I'm not interested in fashion show anymore. Okay, that's fine that you don't want to present the collection in fashion show. Okay, so how are you want to present it then? How do you want your fans to feel like this company will go on in the future? I mean, are you saying that it's gonna be gone, it's done? It's like, what is it? Like, not only that, I'm interested in what he can come up with. Or will he ever hire a great designer, not a good designer, but a great designer that can design what Rag and Bone's design has been doing over the past decade? And I also want to see their take on menswear and also women's wear. To me, their women's wear is stronger than their menswear. I really don't understand their menswear, because to me, menswear is just like, it reminded me of Naked and Famous, or it reminded me of Comme des Garçons. And so I never really saw what Rag & Bone's identity when it comes to menswear. Now, you may disagree with me, that's fine, but that's me. And so we'll see how Marcus Wainwright go on with Rag & Bone. Rag & Bone will only go wherever Marcus Wainwright go to. If he wants to go to the top, then Rag & Bone will go to the top. But if he doesn't have a plan or a vision, then Rag & Bone will go down. And it's crazy how 2017 is starting out. 2017 seems like it will be a crazy year for the fashion industry, because it seems like it's a transitional year. But as for technology, 2017 is also segueing to the tech industry, as this is the first quarter of 2017. Not only that means that new smartphones, cell phones, phones are coming out. That means your flagship or your top of the line phones are coming out. We're looking at LG G6, Samsung Galaxy S8, the Note 8, the iPhone 8, whatever they want to call it, the HTC U, I think that's what they call it. We're also gonna look at Xiaomi, Huawei, New Year for BlackBerry. Oh, Nokia also recently released their new smartphones, so only in China market, but still, that's something for Nokia. And I'm not really entirely sure what Windows Phone is up to, because I haven't heard any announcement. So we have a whole new phones, top of the line phones coming out this year, and I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I'm excited to see what LG's up to. I'm intrigued by what Samsung will do to fix its battery issue, what kind of design they will present to the market, what kind of safety that they will present to the market. It will be the 10th anniversary or decade anniversary for the Apple iPhone, so I'm excited for that. So we'll see what Apple present. I'm sure their fans are also very excited, very how should I say it, exuberant, that's the word. And I want to see HTC, can it stand up on its feet again instead of struggling. But so far I'm not really sure what HTC U can come up with. But the phone I'm really excited is the Note 8. I thought the Note 7 was quite a beautiful phone, even though I hated the fact that it did not have a removable back with a removable battery. So a lot of things are going down in the tech industry in terms of phones. As you know, it seems like our phones are controlling ourselves, the way we live, what we should do in our life. But at the same time, our phones also help us reach out, connect to the world, connect to different people, meet different people, and also socialize, and also help us guide through life. Could it be the navigation? It could be Yelp, trying different foods, different places. So I mean, it's a lot of good things for tech, but at the same time, the smartphones are getting stagnant now because the technology is so fast moving, but at the same time this physical technology cannot keep up. So we're limited by the physical technology, the processor, the screen, and all of that. The software can do it. It's just that the physical technology can't catch up. So, I mean, I'm excited to a lot of things. I mean, right now I have the LG G5. I'm using it because it has a removable battery, and so I'm excited to see what LG G6 can come up with. If LG decide to remove to have a unibody, can have removable battery, obviously I'm not gonna buy an LG. I mean, maybe I'll get a Samsung, but then again, Samsung has a long update, so maybe I want to do that. I mean, maybe I don't want to do that. I mean, we'll see what the market has to. So now, basically, it all comes down to design, because every phone nowadays have the same technology inside of it. So I don't know who will have the most good looking designs or the great looking design as of this year. We'll see how it goes. What do you think? Which phones are you excited of? And so that concludes my topic for this new phone. That also means it concludes the podcast number 18 of Mr. Formal. Hopefully you listen to me all this time and also learn a lot of insights, and also give your take on these topics. All right. I will see you in the next podcast. Bye bye.